So next up is, this is a fun category. This is for our Design and Style Award. When I say our, the Quail Judging Committee selected the most qualified motorcycle for the Design and Style Award. The selection is based on its industry-leading design and concept as well as style. This is Hugo Eckles with his untitled motorcycles, I should call it. It's a 1975 Moto Guzzi 850T. Kind of. Let's hear about this one.
Thank you very much. So this is a 1975 Moto Guzzi 850T, slightly modified. It's got a custom aluminium tank built by a very talented fabricator called Joe Dunbar, who's somewhere in the crowd, near where the screaming is. Raw leather seats. So the name of this Supernaturale is the idea that it's got this raw aluminium tank, raw leather seats, wrapped exhaust, and it's just going to kind of age and patina really kind of beautifully. The seat's going to become sort of darker, like a baseball glove, and then it's got some quite innovative front controls with an internal throttle, bar end blinkers, radial masters, some hidden switches underneath the handlebars, and a whole slew of other details. There are a couple of people I'd like to thank. One of them is my client, Simon. As a designer and builder, you're really at the mercy of having great clients. So without his permission to do this probably wouldn't exist. I'd like to thank Emil, who sacrificed an amount of time with his girlfriend and a lot of sleepless nights to finish this in time. So sorry, I've probably spoken far too much.
I'm here for clients and for style. Beautiful motorcycle. You did it. Fantastic. Thank you very much. We hope to see you next year with another innovative and stylish build. Thank you. And next up is a very special award for us. We refer to it as the Innovation Award. It's chosen by the renowned motorcycle designer and AMA Hall of Fame inductee and recipient last year of the Doug Perkins Award, Mr. Craig Vetter. He's going to present this award for being the most revolutionary motorcycle on the field, leading in both technology and design. And this goes to Mark Atkinson for his 1991 BMW Alpha. Just an amazing, wicked thing. And Craig Vetter is here behind you. Craig, we're so glad to see you on the road to recovery. You're back. And let's hear a couple of words from you on what you think of this wild BMW.
Well, I guess you know why I'm here, because it's streamlined, right? We're on the front, and it sits down very, very low. We're going to let Mark talk about this thing, but it's got my attention because it's full of very clever thinking, and I don't know what he's going to do with it, but he can probably do anything with it because it's very fast.
It's very cool to be introduced by you, you know? That's awesome. So this was a design, just a computer rendered design by a kid that lives in Istanbul, Turkey. And I saw it online and decided it needed to come to life. So I put it all together, and that's where we are.
Oh, that's great, yeah. How long did it take you to get it?
A year and a half.
Okay.
Yeah. So I finished it about 2 months ago.
This is what, a K75 engine?
K75, yeah.
And did you extend the swing arm or patch another one in?
Yeah, it's 8 inches longer, and it's just to get the proportion right.
Sure, yeah. All right.
And it was a bike that I've owned for 20 years and rode for 100,000 miles and then ran out of talent in a corner, so it was in a big pile in the backyard.
Very good. Oh, well, we appreciate you bringing that.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Craig's got a question for you.
Do you think you could climb on there and show us how it's made to be sat on?
Yeah.
But it's very unusual.
You don't need to start it, Mark. That's all right. We trust you. Yeah. Just the riding position, just give people an idea of what it kind of looks like. And we want to know what kind of medication you had while you were building this. 'Cause this is the craziest thing I've seen with two wheels.
All right.
There it is. There it is. Raleigh free, eat your heart out.
That's right.
Thank you, Craig. Thank you, Mark.
Just think for your morning commute.
Incredibly innovative bike, that's for sure. This brings us up to our Industry Award, presented to a groundbreaking and thought-provoking motorcycle created and built by industry professionals to the highest standards. In this case, built by our friend Brian Fuller at Fuller Moto. This is a 2015 Modus Naked. Owned by John Bennett, and it sounds great. Has to be the only customized Modus out there, correct?
It's the first customer-delivered Modus. Waited 8 years for it, and I'm not a sport tour guy. And it was a custom project between Fuller Moto, Brian Fuller, and Modus Factory to give us the first Modus Custom and Street Fighter.
Interesting. So Modus was okay with the idea that their first bike was going to get completely changed?
Well, I saw the first prototype Modus at Daytona, and it didn't have all the fairings, and I fell in love with that. And I came back to the guys, Brian and Lee, and I'm like, make it a Street Fighter.
They nailed it. How does it ride?
It's a beast. It is.
No kidding.
You set off car alarms, scare children and cats, and send dogs into the house, and Harley guys get scared when you go past.
Ticks all the boxes. And it's American. Well, it's
Birmingham, Alabama.
Beautiful, beautiful motorcycle. We wish Brian was here with us today. He was going to try to get out, but his creation is here, and so are you. So thank you very much, John. It's a gorgeous bike. Thank you.
There you go, John.
Oh, we want to hear this thing again. Or feel it.
Right?
No pressure. It reboots like an iPhone.
Got the secret handshake.
Good thing it's not Lucas.
Yeah.
Sounds incredible.
Like that.
So as you know, every year we like to feature a group of motorcycles, and this year being the 50th anniversary of the Norton Commando, that's why you saw so many Nortons here. I'd like to ask Lauren Guy to come up on the stage, and Brian Slart, if Brian's available as well. This is the winner for the Norton Commando category, and this is Jeff McCoy with his 1968 Norton Fastback. You're not Jeff McCoy. Okay. Fantastic. Jeff McCoy's the owner. Let's hear a little bit about the bike, and let's hear about Norton if we could as well.
It's number 253 off the production line. And Jeff has quite a few bikes, and he said, would you be interested in restoring the bike? And I said, well, sure. So I went over to his shop, and he opened up a big door with all these bikes, and he said, would you like to restore? And I said, Triumphs and Nortons. And he goes, okay. He showed me a few bikes, and he goes, which one do you want to restore? And I said, well, show me your worst Norton. He goes, okay. So he opens up another door. We walk in, and he goes, there it is. And I said, I'll do that one. And he goes, why? And I said, because if I don't do it, it's just going to die. So let's get another Norton on the road.
And here it is. Well done. Now, Brian, you were at the factory in the day. Did you have anything to do with the creation of this thing?
not really, but the Commando was only supposed to last for 2 years. It was to help the factory get on its feet. So they used the old Norton motor in a revolutionary new frame. The Fastback was the first one to come to America, and the European styling wasn't very popular. The guys used to call it a flying surfboard. But 50 years later, I think it looks pretty cool. It's a beautiful example of an early 50-year-old Norton. Congratulations.
Thank you, Brian. And Lauren Guy curated the Norton collection today. And Lauren, you're Mr. Norton as well. So let's hear what it was like to put this beautiful, beautiful array of Commandos together today.
Well, of course it was a pleasure because it only happens at the Quail. But our display for the Norton 50th anniversary was a step back to Earl's Court in 1967, and we had the silver Fastback on the rotating table. We had the cognac seat on it just like it was. We had the engine with the special new ice elastic setup that was so revolutionary. We had the new frame over there. And then we had one model of every Commando was there. We had all of them. We had the R, the S, the SS, you know, the long range. Every model of Commando was on display. And I just want to thank all of the Norton owners that stepped forward to help, giving a call out and saying, you know, we're going to do this. Let's be a part of this. And they all jumped on the bandwagon and did it. And so that was really great to have that. I think we had a fantastic display. And thank you to the Quail for the opportunity to come out and see these really cool bikes, and Gordon, of course, you, and all the hard work that you put into this. Thank you.
Team effort, Lauren. Thank you for all your help. Beautiful Commando. What a fun category this year. Thank you, guys. This next award we refer to as the Spirit of the Quail Award. The Quail Motorsports Council chose a motorcycle that best represents the true spirit and passion for motorcycling. The choice is based on the design, the history, and performance for its era. It also has a lot to do with who owns the bike. And Johnny Green here has been with us forever. He's such a passionate, enthusiastic motorcyclist that this was a great call. Johnny, welcome back to the stage, and congratulations on the Spirit of the Quail Award.
Thank you very much, Gordon. It's great to be here. Not only to be here, but be on this stage as well. It's fantastic, and recognition from one's peers is where it's at, you know. And this was a long build, a year restoration, and lots of hurdles. I had brown hair when I started it, and now it's all grey. But there we go. That doesn't really matter, does it? But yeah, I'm really happy with the way that it came out, and I like to build my motorcycles to factory parts book specifications, and here we have it. And very passionate about pre-unit Triumphs, especially, you know, all Triumphs, but especially the pre-unit bikes. And the post-war bikes are something real special, I think, with the, you know, the instrument panel in the tank and stuff like that. One also has to remember that only a couple of years ago the factories were bombed out, you know, and so I think it's remarkable that a company can get going again. Even in, I think, late 45, I think, right? They produced some stuff, and 46 they were full on again, you know. So, but 1940 and 1948, and here it is. Fantastic.
Johnny, it's a beauty. We appreciate your enthusiasm. You bring a lot of energy with you to the show, and that's really what this show is all about. So, very deserving recipient. Yeah. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I'd like to point out Johnny's also been a judge here, so he helps on both sides of the fence, so to speak. You know, thanks again, Johnny.
Well done. Well, this leads us up to the coveted Best of Show Award. Before we present the Best of Show, I'd like to take a quick moment to thank not only Quail Lodge and